But the winner of Ultimate Game of the Year 2022 is Elden Ring.
Okay, let me tell you guys. First of all, I don't know if you guys can see this. You cannot. Let me lower the screen light right there. There you go. 37% voted for Elden Ring. 15% only for Horizon Forbidden West and 20% for God of War. Now, it was undeniably going to happen. There was no possible situation in which Elden Ring would lose Game of the Year. Why? Let's talk one thing at a time. Music, phenomenal. Graphic design, phenomenal. Visuals, phenomenal. Fighting style, phenomenal. Lore in the game, phenomenal. Narrative, phenomenal. 6 different endings, very, very good. Now, can I ask for 7? You know? Nurturing the DLC that we will get in the future. True. The game had good villains, the game had good heroes, the game is the best game I've played in my life when it comes to each genre. The best open world RPG.
Guilty.
Guilty. Yep, you guys are guilty for finding this, phenomenal as well. Now, Elden Ring. It deserved to win it by every single account. Even people that hate Elden Ring, they have to admit it. They have to say it themselves that it deserved to win. You know, I am level 411 in one of my characters, and I am level 210 in another of my characters. I have a total of around 300 hours played in Elden Ring. And when I hit 450, I will definitely jump into Elden Ring and play Elden Ring. I would be playing Elden Ring, right now. It would be around the corner had we not be having, Dragonflight coming out in World of Warcraft. The game is phenomenal, and by all accounts, by all means, it deserved to win. I'm truly thankful and hopeful and happy that games like this can actually win Game of the Year awards.
The Elden Ring. Oh, Elden Ring. Shattered by someone or something.
Music slap.
Don't tell me you don't see it.
Well done. Magnificent. Truly magnificent. And now, why don't I make sure that you guys are able to read these things? Let me just swap into move my camera a little bit up there. Okay, there we go.
アルティメットゲームオブジアーということで最高の栄をいただきまして本当にありがとうございます。まずはですね、このゲームをプレイしてそして支持してくださった多くのユーザーさん。
Let me respond to this message before we continue. Thank you for making a game that I have put 300 hours in, and I am so excited about putting 300 hours more. Now, many people, I'm gonna give the example of Ratatoskor, said that after 250 hours, I no longer feel the need to play. I do. Okay? I wanna do all the endings. I wanna do many quests, many different perspectives. I wanna do many different approaches. I love the game. And it deserves the fucking money that I paid for it. You know, very rarely do I have to pay 70 euros for a fucking game, and the game fucking slaps.
特別の感謝を伝えたいです。我々がゲームを作る意思であったり、あるいはゲームを作るた
I
めに
believe
素晴
that
ら
from
しい状況
software are the
そういったものを
future of the gaming
全て
industry.
ユーザーさんに支えられている
If more people embrace them, to be
そし
honest.
て何度感謝を伝えても足りないと思います。本当にありがとうございます。そしてですね、本作エルデンリングに関しては素晴らしい詩のを
George
してく
R.
だ
R.
さ
Martin,
っ
man.
たジョージ・R. マーティン氏。
You know what? I will say one thing about George R. R. Martin, and then we will continue with the fucking video. You know, what is it? The moment the writers of Game of Thrones in the TV started to move away from what George R. R. Martin had, and they decided to put their artistic, respectful shit, you know, the show fucking died. Yeah, Season 8 being an example, right? But even Season 7 was dogshit ass garbage. Anyway, George R. R. Martin is a phenomenal fucking writer. I fucking love the guy. He's able to write so well, and you guys can see this in Elden Ring, and you guys could see this in Game of Thrones as well.
にも特別の感謝を伝えたいです。彼のシーンをなくしてエルデンリングは全くありえなかったと思いますし、我々に素晴らしい刺激を 与えてくれて、新しい境地を見せてくれたマーティン氏に。
Because you know what happened, right? You have Miyazaki, who's phenomenal already, right? And then you have fucking George R.R. Martin there, and he's like, you know what? Take this road, take this road, take this road. Think of having those two beautiful people in the same room. When I say beautiful people, I'm clearly not talking about their appearance. This is insignificant to me. I don't give a shit about appearance. I never did, you know? But their brains, their minds are truly magnificent, truly beautiful, you know? So you have two brains like this in the same room talking about lore. You're gonna get a masterpiece. There was no denying it. Now, back in March, when Elden Ring was fucking about to come out, and when it came out, I think it was April that it came out, you know? Within the first week, I said it. Now, many people said it, but I was one of the guys that said it. You know what? You should invest into Elden Ring, like buy From Software stocks right now. Buy them. They're gonna skyrocket. The game's gonna win Game of the Year. And the game won Game of the Year. The stocks fucking skyrocketed. You guys are gonna see, like, if you're some, I don't know, like, if you're just some fucking Jeff Bezos and you're gonna get fucking rich and you have the money to fucking invest, know that From Software you should invest right now, and you should, like, now you buy stocks and you sell stocks around March. Why? Because everybody's gonna buy the fucking game because it won the Game of the Year. It's financially beneficial for them. I'm not a financial expert, by the way. I am a physicist, but you know, like, you can see the fucking trajectory. You don't need to be a fucking financial expert. Anyway, that out of the side, I could see that. I could see that because you knew that the game was hooking. Like, the game grabbed you by all sides. You know, how do I put this delicately? Now, Endwalker grabbed me by the shoulders and prepared me for what was to come. Now, with the outcome in Thavner, it actually kicked me in the balls because it was a very, very emotionally intense moment. With Elden Ring, with Shadowbringers, it grabbed me by the balls the moment Esleen fucking died. Elden Ring grabbed me from everywhere, like my fucking eyes, nose, ears, nipples, balls, asshole, legs, ankles, whatever the fuck. I could not stop playing it. I could not stop watching it. Even to this day, when I'm making content creation and I have Elden Ring in this monitor over there, when I'm doing content creation in this monitor over there, where you guys are right now, I will I will have Elden Ring playing, you know, and do some mindless farming, mindless leveling, you know. And the gameplay itself, is so fluid, it's so pleasant. Now, I do have some criticism, and we're going to discuss about my criticism towards the best fucking open world RPG that I have played in my fucking life after we finish with Miyazaki's fucking, comments.
感謝しています。そしてですね、フロムソフトウェアのエルデンリングのスタッフ、
Bandai Namco, man.
そして、バンダイナムコさんをはじめとするいろいろな会社さん、協力してくださった会社さん、これエルデンリングのチームだと僕は思ってますが、そのエルデンリングのチームと喜びを分かち合いたいと思います。僕はこれ大げさでも何でもなくですね、彼ら今回のエルデンリングのチームには
How can he not appreciate the team? The game is phenomenal by all
なの
accounts.
でそうした素晴らしいチームの面々とこうした最高の喜びを分かち合えるということに非常に嬉しいと感じております。
Speaking of this, a great joy to share this moment with them. I'm curious, do you guys feel included? For example, his message, the message that Miyazaki is sending to us right now. I feel happy. I feel happy. I feel as if I am a part of this journey, as if I'm a part of the crew, you know? Part of the crew, part of the ship, in a way, if we were to meme about it from the perspective of Pirates of the Caribbean. Alright? Why? Because I truly think, and I truly feel like, that this guy loves his game. This guy loves his genre. This guy loves... He loves it. He loves his job, man. And it hooks me. And I feel happy. I feel included right now. I am also sharing this
なり
moment.
ますけれども、再びユーザーサインのメッセージということになってしまうんですが、で、この今回のアルティメットゲームズイヤーという最高の評価をいただいたときに言うべきことかどうかというのは、なかなか難しいところがあるんですけれども、我々としてはですね、もっと面白いゲームをこれから作っていこうというふうに思っていますので、
Bro, this is a big dick message. We fully intend to keep making more and more interesting games. Can you imagine making the best fucking game of the year? And I suspect it's going to be the best game of the fucking decade. You guys will see. You guys will see. I'm not making this shit up. You guys will see that in 2028, in 2029, people will come back and still play Elden Ring. You guys will see this because it was graphically pleasing. The sound was phenomenal. Of all the reasons that I have already mentioned in this part of the stream, you guys will see that people will keep coming back. This game is not going to die. Okay? Clip this, ship this, react to this, I don't give a shit, whatever the fuck you do. This game is not gonna fucking die. And he comes out here like a big dick in a locker room. Not that I've been that guy. Anyway, he comes out here like a big dick in a locker room and he says, you know what? Bitch! We're gonna keep on doing good shit like this, man.
ぜひこれからも、ご期
He
待いただければ
legitimately fosters your high expectations.
本当にありがとうございました。
Thank you for your time as well, Miyazaki. He's out here and he's like, you know what? You should have high expectations. How higher can my expectations be, Mr. Miyazaki? Can you tell me how higher can my expectations be when it comes to a game like this? Now, ladies and gentlemen, give your attention to me right now. Because I'm going to offer all my criticism about this game. I'm going to speak of all the negative things that I have to say. No matter how mundane. Things that I did not enjoy. Okay? And why am I saying this? I don't know, maybe some of you guys agree, maybe some of you will disagree, but I believe that it is important if we are to create a god of a game. Because Elden Ring is already a god of a game, but can we create like a super god of a game? I want to see a game like this become even better. Is it possible? Let's find out together. Is it possible to even to make the From Software studio even better, to make it the fucking Goliath of the MMOs? Oh, MMOs, what am I even saying? To make it the Goliath of the games? If it is, I want to do that. I want to cultivate that. I want everybody to come out here and make this studio the absolute king, the undeniable, the undisputed lord of gaming. And this is why, I need to be honest with you. What did I not enjoy? Sometimes you get hit through walls in the fucking game. Like the walls in Elden Ring are not very trustworthy, you know? Don't be near walls. Some mobs will hit you through walls. This is one of my criticisms. I did not enjoy that at all. Some bosses like Godric felt like dog shit to fight. Why? Because of the fire thing. Not the, you know, the cone attack, but when he walks towards you and has fire, where the fuck do you roll? How do you... It was a very tricky moment. Now, I defeated Godric, of course, you know, like, I even, like, one-shotted him, like, the 3 times, not, one time, on one of my characters, I struggled a lot, but the other 2 times that I killed him, in my New Game Plus, and with my second character, I bit him like a little bitch, like, he was super duper easy, you know, so it's not about difficulty, or, you know, it's not about difficulty at all, but it is about what I enjoyed and what I didn't. There were other bosses that I didn't enjoy at all. For example, I do not like the concept of Rykard. How the fuck do you call him? You know, the serpent. Why? Because he was super duper difficult-ish when you're fighting him with a normal weapon. And when I say super duper difficult, he was not super duper difficult. I just had the weapon, a weapon that did fire damage, I think, and he was a pain in the ass to do. Okay? But he was super duper easy when I got the serpent killer thing, you know? So if you fight him with bleed, he becomes super easy. If you fight him with that spear, he becomes super easy. If you fight him with anything else, he becomes annoying, right? So, I was not fond of Rykard. And there were some other bosses. I was not fond of the repetitiveness of, you know, how many times have you guys fought these fucking katos? You know, the katos, the little cats that they fly up in the air and they schmuck you and they just throw some fire or magic around you. You know, the cat mobs. If you played Elden Ring, you guys know the mobs I'm talking about, right? There were some repetition around here and there. I believe that we could have... Listen to what I'm saying. I'm asking for less content. We could have got less dungeons, but more variety into the dungeons, like in the catacombs, for example. Also, I believe that even though Limgrave, I believe it was the epitome of Elden Ring. Like, no other zone, in my opinion, came anywhere near to how amazing Limgrave felt, to how fucking amazing it was, this exploration moment, how beautiful it looked, the ambient sound, the music of the area, the danger that you get, which is like, you get the danger, the sense of dread, right? But not too much, you know? It's not hideous, like, for example, the Lake of Rot. It's not super duper menacing, you know, the bug underground area. I don't remember what it was called, right? The one you get to Fia after a while. The one with the bugs, with the ants. Fuck that zone. Lendel was a very, very good, lovely zone. Kaylee did not appeal to me because aesthetically, like, I found it ugly. Now, I get that how important it was, how dire the situation was over there. I did not like it aesthetically. I loved Hallingtree up to an extent. I truly loved. People were like, I'm not fond of Mountaintops of the Giants. I loved Mountaintops of the Giants. I loved the fact that the moment you enter in the Forbidden Land, no, sorry, in Mountaintops, you're greeted with, you know what, the fog of war, and immediately you're afraid. You're like, oh. How many of you got killed by that fucking rune bear because you stopped to loot the fucking corpse and the fucking rune bear appeared? You know, I did not die to that, but I ran like a bitch. Like, I mounted up and I ran like a bitch, you know? I was like, oh my fucking... You know, I panicked, you know? So, what I'm trying to say here is that there are some very, very good things and some not so good things in Elden Ring. I truly loved the fight. I truly loved Morg. I loved Morgoth. I did not enjoy Ricard, as I said. I did not enjoy Godric. I loved Margit. I loved Malenia. Malenia is my favorite fight in Elden Ring. Because, you know what? Get good. If you get good in Malenia, you will not get hit by a single attack. People hyped out Radahn. To me, Radahn was not that amazing. The lore behind Radahn was phenomenal, okay? But the fight itself, it did not appeal to me that much. Malenia, though, it was fucking amazing. Like, it fucking was interesting. Another fight, some fights that I did not really enjoy was, oh, you know what? You got X enemy, but now you have 2 of them. Like with the Valiant Gargoyles being 2. Any fucking boss that was 2 of them, you know what I did? I summoned. And that's how I defeated that. Because I was like, 2 of you, 2 of me, let's go. And that was it, you know? That's how I destroyed Ordovi super duper easy. My guy just defeated 1 of them and I defeated the other. Well, actually, he did not defeat 1 of them. I think my guy lost to 1 of them. But I had already Ordovis low enough, so I managed to kill that guy and finish off the other guy as well. It was phenomenal. It was super good. And the Crucible Knights left me very pleasant. Like, me killing the first Crucible Knight with the parry movements in the Ever Jail, I was wiping for 4 hours into that Crucible Knight. Elden Ring is my first Soulsborne, by the way. I loved it. What I can criticize is the moments that I mentioned, and yeah, maybe a bit less of these things. I don't know, what do you guys think? Maybe you should, like, mention, like, tell me your opinion. I truly want to hear. And now comes the trajectory. As I said, I believe that Elden Ring will... I will close this part of the stream by saying that I believe that Elden Ring will be the game of the decade. 2020 to 2030, I believe we're going to have Elden Ring be the absolute game. Because you know what's lurking down the corner, like, you know what we're gonna meet super soon, right? The thing we're gonna be meeting super soon is the Elden Ring DLC. Which, and this is my speculation right here, I believe will have to do with Miquella. I believe that Miquella will come out, he will wake up and he will be pissed as shit. And how could she not be pissed as shit? Mog fucking defiled him, alright? And we killed his sister. Like, if you come back and you have this fucking pedo shit doing shit to you, to your body, and some other guy and another piece of shit just killing your sister, I mean, you're not going to be particularly fond of that, are you? I know I wouldn't be. I know I wouldn't be. So yeah, that's it, you know, like, we're gonna like this video on YouTube. I truly believe that Elden Ring deserved this fucking nomination, that the Elden Ring deserved to fucking win.